welcome to James, the Lessons Express line, where we get you out as fast as possible. Let's put my head over here, why not? As you can see, reviewing the game Greedfall. Very interesting game. When I saw it was on sale, I saw pretty much this picture and went, huh, looks like a pirate. Pirates are greedy. Alright, I'll play as a pirate. Turns out, you're not a pirate. You start off in England. It's totally England. I don't care what the fuck they call it. It's England. With you and your cousin. His father is sending him off to Australia. They call it Tier 4D, but it's Australia. Anyways, they're sending him off to Australia to be the governor of New Serene. It's like, okay, and you get to go with him to keep an eye on him because he's more likely to end up drunk at the tavern than, making it to the mayor house and being the mayor or governor, whatever. And character creation, you can choose male, female, white, black, different skin tones, color, eyes, whatever. Whenever I play a game like this, I always go female. I don't know why. Probably because, you spend 20 years playing video games, it's always straight white male, straight white male, straight white male. So, I'm going to be a black lesbian. Why not? America. Anyways, closest thing I can compare this to is Dragon Age. Dialogue, gameplay, story-wise, it plays like a Dragon Age game. If this had been called Dragon Age: A New Land or something, all right, that's Dragon Age. But once you get to Tier 4D, aka Australia, well, you get there by taking a boat guided by the Nauts. The Nauts, Nauts. If you want to ship anywhere, that's who you go with, because they have their magic that allows them to sail the ocean and not sink like everyone else does. There's a backstory to that maybe you'll cover, maybe you won't. Your choices. There's a fuck ton of side missions. I did all but two of them, because the two that I didn't do were for Teleme, aka the Catholic Church. I didn't like them. They were fucking monsters, burning people at the stake and stuff like that, kidnapping the natives and convert, or we burn you at the stake. Alright, well, it looks like we're burning you at the stake. Yeah, I didn't like them. I did not like them at all. So, it's like, oh, do these two missions? And they're like, no, fuck Teleme. I sided with the natives and got my girl Ciora. And much like a Dragon Age game, it's like, alright, well, this male character you can romance as a female, this male character you can't, this female character you can, Ciora, this female character you can't. But if you're a guy, no, you have different options of who you can romance. And of course, you don't have to romance anyone. You can choose not to romance anyone. And the scene, like, when you finally do romance them, it's like, alright, they're fully clothed, get on the bed, and then cuts to black. It's like, aw, come on. I worked hard to get into Ciora's goodwill. Because there's a system of, like, start off as suspicious with everyone. Like, why am I suspicious with my teacher? Like, why? Like, he raised me to be, how to wield a sword and all that. And he's suspicious of me? Doesn't make sense. But, you go from suspicious to nice. When you go from nice to friendly, you get a perk. In the game, at various levels, well, every time you level, you get one skill point. It's like, alright, put one to blunt weapons. And I was like, oh, do you want to put another one to blunt weapons where now blunt weapons take 20% less stamina? Or do you want to save it for 2 points and put into guns so then you can start learning gun skills? So forth. But like every 3-4 levels, you also get a ability point and then what was it called? A different type of branch. It's like, alright, do you want to add into your endurance so you can wear heavier armor? Do you want to add to strength so you can wield bigger, heavier weapons? Do you want to add to agility so you can wield fancier swords? Do you want to add to willpower so if you do magic, you do more damage? Or do you want to add it to... there's a couple others you can add them to. I went with agility and the one to up your endurance and your amount of magic that you had. But it's like, alright, well, this weapon is great. You need agility 3. I want agility too. Well, next time I reach a point where I'm not at a point into the ability branch, I'll add it to agility. I want to wear this armor. It's endurance 4. I only have endurance 2. Fucks me forever before I can wear it. Put it in your stash. And then the other skill tree branch, whatever you want to call it, was like, no, lockpicking, vigor, charisma. Charisma. You always go with charisma in these kind of games because charisma always help you talk your way out of shit. But you can add skill points to lockpicking, science, craftsmanship, or charisma through the blacksmith, adding stuff to your armor if you have the right items for it. Or when you get your companion from nice to friendly, it's like, oh, you got Zero from nice to friendly. She gives you +1 to vigor. Well, instead of having to put an extra point to vigor, I put that point somewhere else as long as I have her in my party. Intuition was the other one. Yeah, I had Vasco in my party. Cam the friendly. He has +1 to my intuition. So it's like, all right, you now spot, like, no, there's a berry tree or there's a pile of rocks you can find stuff in. You'll see it in the distance glowing. And like, all right, level 2, you open up new dialogue options, which, hey, instead of having to fight your way out of this, be like, all right, intuition. I noticed this about you. Oh, did I just freeze?
Hey,
video froze. Oops. Don't know why. Anyways, so you noticed something. It's like, hey, I noticed this about you. Could we maybe do this instead? Oh, okay, sure. And like with charisma, it's like, all right, you have a 50% chance of talking your way out of this. Oh, you got level 2, you have a 75% chance. Level 3, 100% chance of talking your way out of this. Like, yes. But including the knots and the natives and Teleme, there's Hikmet and the Bridge Alliance. The capital is Hikmet. The Bridge Alliance is there. They're the alchemists, scientists. I didn't like them either, so I didn't want to do this shit for them. And at the end, it's like, all right, I just got -10 reputation with them because I pissed them off. I don't care. Screw them. There's another group. Natives, Teleme, Knots, Bridge Alliance. I swear there's another group. Oh, duh. You're the legate of the commission. Merchants Commission. Pretty much your home territory. Anyways, it's a very good open world game. I put 38 hours into it. And again, I skipped a couple of the side missions, and there's still, like, find all the campsites, find all of the professor's notes that he left behind, probably a couple other things I didn't do. And I looked it up after. Level cap is 90. I got to 37 on one playthrough. And there's no New Game Plus. How do you get to level 90 when by the time I beat the game, I was level 37? And there was only like 2 side missions I didn't do. So I could have maybe gotten to 38 or 39, but how the beep do you get to 90? One big thing is, no one played this game. It's not on Twitch. It's not on YouTube. No one played it. I greatly enjoyed it. Again, it's pretty much Dragon Age, and I love the Dragon Age games. Easily an 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10 if you're a huge Dragon Age fan. There is some things I gotta say that are cons, like the lip syncing. Oh my god. It was just like, don't look at the lips. Don't look at the lips. They're talking, don't look at their lips, because the lip syncing just did not match up. Movement was also a bit clunky. You don't really notice it when you're in battle, because you're jumping around, hopping around, fighting and all that, but it's like, alright, I'm gonna walk up these stairs. Nope, no, turn, nope, turn, alright, move the camera, and then turn this, and okay, now we go up the stairs. But other than the clunky controls in places and the lip syncing, pretty damn good game. I greatly enjoyed it. If they came out with DLC or a sequel for it, I'd definitely buy it and play it. So what about you guys? Have you guys played this game? What did you think? And if you haven't played it, check it out. I highly recommend it. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.